You know those people who just seem to have it all figured out? Not necessarily money or fame, but they just seem happier, calmer. They make life look easy. Well, today we're going to crack open Richard Templar's The Rules of Life and see if we can find the secret code they might be using. Right off the bat, Templar makes this really sharp observation. He says if you look around, you'll notice there are basically two types of people: those who get the hang of living and those who always seem to be struggling. It's not about being rich, it's about a totally different approach to life itself. So what is it? I mean, are some people just born lucky? Is there some kind of secret handshake? That's really the big question the book tries to answer. And you know what? The answer is surprisingly simple. Yup, that's it. It's not magic. The people who seem to be thriving are usually, often without even realizing it, just following a bunch of simple, common sense principles. And the really cool part is that these aren't secrets at all. They're rules that any one of us can learn and start using. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll talk about the real secret to living. Then we'll dig into why it all has to start with acceptance. After that, we'll look at shifting your perspective, choosing your daily actions, and finally, what it really means to become a rules player. So what on earth is a rules player? Well, it's not just about knowing the rules. It's about actually using them. Think about it. These are the folks who stop letting life just happen to them and instead start actively steering their own ship. These rules are their compass. But you can't just jump in and start playing. First, you need a really solid foundation. And that foundation starts by being totally honest with yourself, accepting some basic truths about who you are and how things are before you even try to change anything. Templar breaks it down into three really core ideas. Number one, accept that the past is the past. Number two, accept yourself right here, right now. And number three, accept that you're never, ever going to be perfect. If you can get these three down, you've built an unshakable base for everything else. This first one, it's a biggie. You absolutely cannot change what's already happened. Can't undo it. But what you can do is choose to stop letting it have a stranglehold on your present. It's about making a conscious decision to let go so you can actually move on. And that leads right into accepting yourself. It means you gotta embrace the whole package. The wins, the losses, the embarrassing moments, all of it. Your so-called imperfections, they aren't bugs, they're features. They're what make you you. All right, so once you've built that solid foundation of acceptance, the next level is all about changing the way you look at things. It's about shifting from just reacting to what happens to actively choosing how you want to experience your life. And this is a trap so many of us fall into, right? We're either stuck in the past, replaying old mistakes, or we're living in the future, thinking, I'll be happy when. But Templar says the real power, the real sweet spot, is right here, in the middle, choosing to be fully present in this moment. I love this quote. It perfectly captures this idea that life is supposed to be a struggle sometimes. Those tough moments, when you feel like you're swimming upstream, that's not a sign you're failing. That's a sign you're alive. It's the struggle that builds character and makes you stronger. Okay, so you've accepted reality, you've shifted your perspective, but none of that matters if you don't do anything with it. This is where the rubber meets the road, turning all that internal work into real, actual choices you make every single day. And this brings us to this simple but really powerful idea. Every day, in every little interaction, you're making a choice. Are you going to be helpful, part of the solution, on the side of the angels? Or are you going to be selfish, part of the problem, on the side of the beasts? It's a choice you make moment by moment. Now here's one of the most practical tools in the whole book. You know that flash of anger or frustration you feel? Instead of just blurting something out, you hit the pause button. Just count to 10. It creates just enough space for you to choose a calm, thoughtful response instead of an impulsive one. It's a total game changer. So we've talked about acceptance, perspective, and action. But how do you really seal the deal and become a rules player? Well, it all comes down to the very first and maybe the most important rule in the entire book. And here it is, the very first rule, and it's kind of brilliant. Don't tell anyone what you're doing. Don't announce your new self-improvement project on social media. Don't lecture your friends about it. Just do it. Live it. Quietly. So, why the big secret? It's simple, really. Nobody likes being preached to. This whole thing isn't a performance you're putting on for an audience. It's a real personal journey for you. By keeping it to yourself, the change is genuine. People won't hear you talk about how you've changed, they'll just see it. Look, the point here isn't to change your entire life overnight. That's impossible. It's about picking one small thing, one rule, and trying it out. So the only real question left is, what's one new rule you're going to try just for today?